following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
Okay, and you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Luka Doncic out there with Trae Young. Then it's Butler. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 5.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
James misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Young against Griffin. Pass to Durant. Over onto Antetokounmpo. They get the rebound. Embiid banked in off the glass.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Here's Young after the made shot from Joel Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. The 19-foot shot, and LeBron James gets it to go.
That defense has to worry so much about LeBron as a passer that it opens things up for his jump shot.
And here's MP for 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's James, and yes, it's good. LeBron's got his second basket.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Here is Durant. It's a 3-point game. Embiid gets to Durant. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Embiid gives you a lot. Scoring, rebounding, defense, and can also beat you with the pass.
Now, here is Young. Pass to James. Over Jokic. LeBron, no luck. The East leading by 5. Here's Griffin. Sinks that one from the post. Griffin's got 7 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Young dishes to Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
And that one misses.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while, folks.
Good on the second free throw. And here are the East All-Stars now. Outside Griffin. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Passes it to Durant. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Antetokounmpo, no good. The East All-Stars on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. And Jokic slams it in.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Antetokounmpo finds Butler. With the drive. With the teardrop. The fader. The West again cannot hit.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Griffin against Doncic. They get it again.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Young after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Here's Jokic. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on. Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now, here's Jokic. Over LeBron. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Durant against Butler. Some nice passing here by the West. 5 to shoot. The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Young against Gilgeous-Alexander. Feeds it to Embiid. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You know, it's the muscle and size of Embiid that allow him to score through contact.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the East All-Stars.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
Now here's Giannis. Here's Doncic. Good D by Embiid.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Puts it up from 17. The East All-Stars check on 2 more. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Sabonis, he's checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Now, here's Butler. No scoring in this one. Can they get it? Durant with some nice D.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the missed shot by Sabonis. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And the East with some changes. Anthony Davis comes in for Joel Embiid, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Nikola Jokic. The West also making some changes. Paul George is checked in for James. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Doncic, and Curry subbed in for Young. Now here's Griffin. He's got 9. For the 3. The West grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, flows down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And how about the body control from Curry? Excellent balance on the take.
Pulls up, high post. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the West. Trailing by 19. Lets it go from the wing. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Delicious dime from Curry there. One of the reasons his teammates love playing with him.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Griffin. Fires for 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Now here's Butler. Nothing on the board, and it's George missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Griffin against Mitchell. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Curry, and Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket. Outside Curry. Now the pass to George. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it to Griffin. There's the triple. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. And so here are the West All-Stars. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Curry gets the bucket.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Brown the pass to Griffin. 1:29 left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Brown, over George, and it's Brown that time on the assist by Griffin.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
For 3, Mitchell. It's hauled in by the East. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Griffin looking it over. Here's Durant. Can't hit that one.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Curry with the bucket.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. There's Brown with the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 5 points so far.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Now here's Butler. Over Durant. Again, the West All-Stars.
Hey, if he can't get to the basket, the medium-range jumper is JB's second option.
Ball's knocked loose. Sabonis with the steal. Mitchell in the corner. Three-pointer. That ball, nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Brown inside the line. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's the East All-Stars controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. A completely new group for the East All-Stars.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
They've got Embiid. Evan Mobley is out there with Durant. And it's Griffin. And it's Cunningham in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Butler against Durant. Now here's Butler, guarded closer. The kick out to Young. Again, Young missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Griffin against Young. There's the 3. And another 3 from the East.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Outside Butler. The feed now to Doncic. Over Cunningham. Will it go? And Doncic finishes inside. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
This guy is a tremendous shot maker. That really was a tough bucket from Luka Doncic.
Griffin. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Mobley. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the East. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Griffin. He's got 11.
Once he gets that low, there's nothing you can do about it. Embiid is a major handful inside.
Young with the ball. Siakam outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
The West All-Stars have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Two.
throw good. Siakam. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the East. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Cade Cunningham. Curry's checked in for the West. And so he hits both. And here are the East All-Stars now. Here's Durant. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Well, that's a hard shot by Durant, but he makes the hard look easy. Stays focused in traffic there, even under heavy pressure.
Some nice passing here by the West. Curry's shot is good.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O. You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
Pass to Siakam. Sabonis trying to get open. Siakam's shot is off. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Curry.
2 minutes.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got his 5th assist in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. A floater. And it's Doncic missing. Doncic has gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Doncic against Griffin. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. And the shot is good. Embiid's got 13.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Griffin. Puts the fade away right on the money. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Griffin passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Griffin. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
44 seconds left in the first half. Siakam deciding where to go with it. And Davis sends it back.
Got to be careful putting up a shot around Anthony Davis. I mean, he's one of the best shot blockers of all time.
George is checked in for Pascal Siakam. Here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. That's tipped. Here's Curry. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. 11 points in the game.
And the defense has to press up on Curry, or he'll stick those shots.
17 seconds left to play here in the half. Durant, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Davis missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The East All-Stars up on top, running away with this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more
in store for them. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Antetokounmpo is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Butler in at the 3. Now here's Griffin. And another 3 from the East.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And Davis sends it back. And here comes the break. A pull-up. And Griffin with the score. The assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 5 here tonight. Young against Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing here by the West. And Young, here we go. LeBron passes to Butler. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
On the wing, MP. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Here's Doncic. And Davis sends it back. Down low, here's Jokic. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 6th assist on the night. Young against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Young. To halt the run. Good. And it's 6 points for Trae Young.
Giannis's teammates know he's selfless. He's going to get the ball to the open guy, and it's on you to find your shot.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Over Butler. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
Boy, that's 5 buckets in a row now. Watch out. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Young outside. Passes it to Butler. Shoots over KD. And Young kicks to Butler. Here's Antetokounmpo. Great tee that time from Davis. The East All-Stars on offense. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Doncic with the block.
How about the D from Doncic? These guys appreciate when he gives that kind of effort at the defensive end.
Nikola Jokic.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And recently, the NBA, Clark adding names to major awards. It's a nice gesture, don't you think, from the league to the past legends?
Yeah, I could not agree with you more. And really hard to argue with their choices for naming those awards after. It's a way to connect the past to the present and honor and pay homage to some of the greats in the history of the game. I like everything about it.
All free throws good from Doncic.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6. Here's LeBron. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Griffin. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic against KD. 3-pointer by Embiid. Kept alive. Got a hand on Young against Durant, 16 feet away. East grabs the miss.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
No, strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
And the East has possession.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showed signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
They've got Evan Mobley. Griffin out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Davis in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
And these days, you know, Clark, the trade for a star player takes a stockpile of draft picks, doesn't it?
Well, that seems to be the one way you can assure yourself of getting a proven star somewhere in the area of his prime. You know, and it doesn't always work out for both parties. Teams typically, in that case, would have to mortgage a bit of their future to get a player of that caliber. So it is tilted towards more risk than reward in most of those scenarios.
First one falls for him.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
That one is no good.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
And here are the East All-Stars.
Griffin.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the West. Now here's Mobley. Cunningham right side.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Here's Cunningham. Leonard looking around. Young against Griffin. Davis inside.
Anthony Davis.
Now Siakam. Young outside. Griffin inside. Young's there.
Griffin. Assist from
Here's Doncic.
Leonard.
And with this new in-season tournament, Greg, the NBA continuing to innovate. Are they getting, though, too out there for you? Or do you like it?
Listen, I think it pays to be bold. And I'll be one to admit I was not a fan of the play-in. But I got to tell you, it's been a tremendous success. So I've got an open mind.
Siakam outside. Dishes to James. Just 5 to shoot. Young inside. Defended by Griffin.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Pass to Cunningham.
That's a three. Cade Cunningham.
Cunningham's gotten 2 of his 3 attempts to fall from beyond the arc. Young outside.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
The East All-Stars on offense. They're on a 16-4 run right now. And here's Griffin. Right side Davis. Clock at 6.
For 2. Anthony Davis.
There's Siakam. And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Middleton against Leonard. Middleton left side. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go, all the way.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.